Hey there YouTube, 1 year anniversary of this fraudulent company's criminal actions of scamming and defrauding every customer. I thought I'd put a video out there celebrating 1 year of not receiving our product, and actually put it in hard letters and numbers. How much of Cyberpunk 2077 have we received 12 months after its release date? I'm in here because the main point, or one of the main points, there is like technically 3 main points, but it's all grey areas after that. The clear as day, black and white, true or false facts are: hey viewer, Cyberpunk, how much of it have you received? This is what this is about. I'm here because 12 months ago they promised, here you go, here's your game, here's Cyberpunk. How much of the actual Cyberpunk that we bought have we received? And this screen here has the nudity sensor because this is the only black and white, definitively proven point that is incorrect in the game. That you can clearly go, this has to be at this state, not the state it's in, for it to be correct. All the others are interpretations and to each person's standards. But the fact that it says nudity sensor is off, and not to beat a horse, but that means no nudity is to be censored. So I just thought I'd go into there and show that I've got it set to that. When you start a new game and you do your character creation, that part is Cyberpunk 2077. That is the product you bought. The second you start playing the game, reload. So when you start doing your, what do you call it? The life path things at the beginning, that's partly. That is partly, I think it's that one there. That is partly the Cyberpunk you bought, partly. You can't say this is where the grey matter is. You can't definitively say
feels great to have you back.
that is incorrect because your inventory is locked off. You can't use your inventory. There is no. It's a straight path. There is no branching. You can't just go and explore. Go to the local bush area or whatever and just go exploring. So you can't check if it's interactive, if it's living, if it has nudity censored, or what are some of the other, if it's groundbreaking technology. You can't check any of that because it's a it's a straight path, in brackets, tutorial point. Once you complete that, you do the initial mission, the rescue job. That is when the first initial point is that you can tell that it is not the game you bought. So I've jumped into a save I've used multiple times to show how incorrect this friggin' shit product is. When I initially load in, there's always a handful of NPCs walking past. But as I've stated before, the game we bought was labelled as uncensored, open world, role-playing, mature game with groundbreaking technology, living world and interactive world. The extent of interactions can kind of be judged because the level of interactions is the counter over there where you can buy the clothes. That's about it. You can go up to a car and steal a car, and that's about it. That's the extent of interaction. So that's not an interactive world. That's like bare minimum. Groundbreaking technology. I have not seen any groundbreaking technology anywhere. I've seen bad technology. Like bad graphics popping in and stuff like that. It's censored because, as you can see here, he's got underwear on. But if I go into my inventory, he doesn't have underwear on. So that's false. Interactions, use your judgment, but to me it's false because I can't go to, for example, perfect example right here. It's a, I suppose you could call it a Japanese coffee stand, noodle bar.
Join us today to fight for better tomorrow.
Can't interact with the chairs, can't sit on the chairs.
Help us strengthen it by using
Can't interact with the shopkeeper, can't buy anything.
You piss off already!
Where's the interactions? Living world? What do we got? 1, 2... maybe 5 NPCs? And maybe 5 cars? That's not exactly living. Groundbreaking technology. Groundbreakingly bad, as I stated multiple times. Like seriously, when Saints Row the Third is more graphically living and technology better than this game, you got to question it. And people are going to go, oh, but look at the detail in the checker plate here. It's like, yeah, hang on a second. Yeah, sure, great. Like when I look past the fact that that's not my character, but look at that detail, yeah, sure, that texture is great. But the fact that because that texture is so great, I've only got 5 NPCs, 5 cars. Yeah, 5 NPCs, 5 cars, no interactions. The uncensored mode is actually censored. I would rather that be a yellow square. They reckon that you shouldn't have any repeat NPCs. I still get massive amounts of repeat NPCs. I've got a screenshot of an NPC beating themselves up. It's an NPC and the exact same NPC is getting beaten up by that same NPC. And I've actually, I can't remember if I still kept their screenshot or not, I've got a screenshot of 2 NPCs talking to each other, which are the same NPCs, and then a third one in the background is the exact same NPC again. So that, like, for example, that character in the white there, 3 of those NPCs, the exact same NPC, were walking around. So there's nothing in this game that is what we bought. The character creator at the very beginning of the game is the only part that is 100% the game we bought. As you go further along, it gets less and less of what we bought. So I'm not going to drag it on any more than that, but if I was to give it a number of percentage, how much of this game is actually what we bought, it's going to be like 1 or 2%. The character creator and the inventory screen. That is kind of it. Everything else in this game is an absolute lie and is not the product we bought. And not through performance. Through hardcore, controllable implements of design. So things like, okay, we're gonna spawn in NPCs. How many should we spawn in? We're gonna put textures on the thing. What detail should the texture be? We're gonna spawn in cars. How many cars should we spawn in? What level of detail should the cars be spawned in at? What level of detail should the characters be spawned? Those kind of decisions. Every single one of those decisions has been fraudulent and incorrect. And when people go, oh, but, it's like, no, not all but. There are billions of companies out there that if they had to release this game, it would have been better. EA would have done a better job. Bethesda would have done a better job. Blizzard would have done a better job. The worst company you can think of, excluding CDPR, the worst company you could think of, Fun Pimps, would have done a better job. So anyone who defends Cyberpunk are a fucking idiot. Just to be blunt, are a fucking idiot. The two things that have happened is they released a product that was incorrect, and they knew it was incorrect because it took me 6 months to get a reply, but I got a reply from the PR department, not support, PR, say, oh no, we know it's incorrect. We're not correcting it. Don't put your tickets in, you're not getting your product. Shut the fuck up. That was their response to me complaining about the fact that I have not received my product. So they're going, well, you know what, fuck yous, I'll report yous to the government agencies. And at this current standing, the government agencies have done nothing. So apparently the Polish consumer rights, UOKick, whatever the fuck they're called, they don't care about the customers because otherwise they would have taken action against them. Either that or CDPR are paying them enough money to ignore the situation. And the American e-consumer, the American or global consumer rights thingy, they don't care either. I've put messages in, I've been messaging them fairly regular, waiting for something to happen, nothing has happened. The game is still incorrect, and yet people still defend this shit. So to finish it off, 1 year later, we still have not received our product. Instead, we cop this fucking piss poor effort of a demo that is incorrect. The government agencies don't care that it's incorrect. They have admitted it is incorrect, and they do not intend on correcting it. So do not give Cyberpunk the time of day. Do not give them any money or any respect. Now, for this to become the product that we bought, there has to be the shop, in my eyes, the bare minimum. There has to be an icon here where I can sit on this stool. I should sit down on this stool. I should sit on this seat. Sit on this seat. And click on this bloke here and bring up a menu and go, what would you like to buy, and purchase something. That's interactions taken care of. This purple underwear, when nudity censor is turned off, that has to fuck off. That's the censorship fixed. Now, the living world, a lot of people will not like what I'm going to say here, but it has to be done. These textures reduce the quality. The amount of people walking around the street and the cars that are driving around the street, up them. Make it double, at least. And then it will become a living world. And that would be the three main things that they have lied and on purpose withheld the product that we purchased. So those are the three things that have to be changed for this to become the product that we bought a year ago. And until they do those three things, at minimum, that is minimum, then do not buy this game. And everybody who works at this company should be put in the watch list of gaming companies that are fraudulent and be fined or some sort of legal action taken against them. Everybody. So anybody who coded into this game should have a government agency walk up to them, knock, knock, knock. Dude, do that. Anywhere in between, you're in trouble, you've done something wrong. And people are going to go, hang on, the coders, no, the coders didn't do anything wrong. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Don't defend people. Every coder had looked at the code and gone, nudity sensor. It is in the incorrect state, and left it. They have aided and abetted in this fucking criminal action. And as you go away from the nudity sensor, which is incorrect, 100% definitively provable, as you go further away, oh, the same guy again. Oh, interesting. As you go further away, it becomes grey matter. So like this guy in the, I think it's that one just down there, being the same guy, that's grey matters. That's like, some people could say, yeah, that's correct. Some people could say, no, that's not correct. Because technically, no, they never said that you will never see another NPC that looks the same. There won't be two NPCs the same. They never did say that. But they sure as hell did say it wasn't going to be censored. They sure as hell did say it was going to be groundbreaking technology. They sure as hell did say it would be a living world. And they sure as hell did say it would be interactive. Where's the interactions? Why is it censored? Where's the living part? So I want to call it here, guys. Again, do not buy any CD Projekt products. Any of them. Whether it's on GOG, Witcher, Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red, Molasses Flood, or I believe they changed the name of Digitalscapes from Digitalscapes to CD Projekt Vancouver or something. Do not buy any of their products. They need to go bankrupt, be shut down, and have criminal actions taken against them. So when I say criminal action, I mean like government actions, federals, police knocking on their door, give us your computers, give the customers what they deserve, that sort of shit. You know, fines, jail time, that sort of shit. So yeah, I'm out of here. You guys stay safe, unless you work at CDPR. Take it easy, look after each other, and I will catch you all next time.